Okay, 8:48 p.m. Turn that down a little bit because I just wanted to go over gaming for a little bit. I've got so many games to play this holiday season. I picked up Dead Space for the PlayStation 3 a couple weeks ago. I'm not even remotely through that game yet. So that's one. Gears of War 2 ships on the 7th. So that's 2. Banjo-Kazooie comes out this month. Nuts and Bolts. That's 3. I just picked up Fallout 3 for my 360. That's 4. In the meantime, you have the original Banjo-Kazooie coming out on Xbox Live Arcade, and I pre-ordered Nuts and Bolts, so I'll be getting that free of charge. Very cool. So I'll be playing that. So that's what, 5? Banjo-Kazooie for the N64, by the way, it's one of my all-time favorites. So there's no way I'm gonna ignore that. Nor playing it in high resolution on my 360. That's gonna fucking be awesome. Might consider doing a playthrough on it for YouTube, but we'll see. Oh, fuck. Oh, guys. Yeah, I'll consider it. But in the shorter term, I'm going to be devoting my attention to Killer 7 as for terms of playthroughs. So I need to get with it next week. Kill me now. So let's see what else. Fallout. I just started on Fallout, and I just made it out of the vault, so I'm like nowhere yet. Not even a fraction into that game. So many games, so little time. I don't know what my problem is, guys. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So let's see, what else? I know I'm missing. Oh, Prince of Persia. That's coming out this year. That's 6. Mirror's Edge. I'll wait for the reviews to come out first. Now that's potentially looking like a purchase. That's 7. Does Nintendo have anything out? Not really that I'm aware of. This year's kind of disappointing for Nintendo. I picked up Super Smash Bros. Brawl in the spring, and that's it, pretty much. I know Mario Kart came out, but I wasn't really too enthused about it. I have Mario Kart for my DS, and really that's enough Mario Kart for me. I don't need any more. Okay, holy shit. Oh. This game is cruel. When I backtrack. No, you gotta have that thing to land on. Oh, that's gone too. Fuck. I actually survived all the apples miraculously that time. I just have a problem with this wall jumping shit. Nope. I see what I'm doing wrong. I can't double jump, but I can get enough height. Ah, too late. I can get enough height simply by... Good God, man. I know what is going on. I'm jumping too late. If you're too close to the edge when you jump, you can't double jump. The man says so. Alright, let's turn it back over to coast. You probably wish I wouldn't do that.
Russell Targs, do you see what I see? Memoirs of a Blind Biker. That's only part of his story, although I do like that part about how he's on his
Too late.
motorbike going through the English countryside. I'll leave that to another conversation, or for you to read the book. You'll enjoy it.
That's got to be done perfectly, like many things in this game.
Just before the top of the hour, talking about
Can't fuck that up at all. You have no fudge factor. You have no fuck factor. Yeah, I made it funny.
Fort Meade or other programs. You think we would have had a more direct hit on somebody like Osama bin Laden? Why haven't we? What are the problems? What's the status, for that matter, of remote viewing within the military?
Oh, God.
Targ to finish that thought, and so much more coming up next on Coast to Coast AM. This is Ian Punnett. We'll get to your calls for Russell Targ coming up next hour on Coast to Coast AM, but Russell's just talking about remote viewing.
This area is great. I love it.
World's crises, and you had a thought you were trying to finish there before the top of the hour, Russell.
Oh, what the hell? I wasn't expecting that at all. Did you see how that panned out? That wasn't right at all.
Well, one of the things for which we got a commendation from Jimmy Carter was finding a downed Soviet bomber in northern Africa. We were in a race with the Russians.
That wasn't right at all. I don't even know what happened there.
The Air Force came to us. Could we find this bomber, which had Russian
I just, goddamn, man.
Weapons? And I sat down with Joe McMonagle on a map, and he would close his eyes, the river, and open his eyes, and mark the map, and eventually he said, I see here we're in northern Africa, there are mountains on the east, and there's a river on the east, and then just to the west of the river there's a little village on the north, and between the river and the village, that's where the airplane is downed. So he drew a little circle on the map. We gave that to the CIA agent.
You just gotta watch that last apple.
And within a day, the CIA troops on the ground found the airplane.
And then I gotta haul ass and get up through there so I can jump down on the platform ahead of the little rolling cart of madness.
Love to read other people's mail, as you know. So collecting all the code books was a great triumph for the CIA and for the remote viewing program. So it's the kind of thing we would have at least one of those a year.
So what was my game count up to? 7 games
But by 1995,
that I gotta work
the
on.
Berlin Wall was down.
I don't even have enough time for, while I'm doing this shit especially,
And Robert Gates,
I don't even have enough time for frickin' Fallout 3.
decided that
Of course that's an RPG, so that's an RPG, so it's gonna take a huge investment of time.
You can get rid of this psychic spy corps, and in 95,
That'll take a huge investment of
California
time.
group, the
I don't
SRI
think
group,
I'm hoping it won't be quite as big as Oblivion.
remote viewing people
Oblivion was just ridiculous.
And that